Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Stories, the Path of Destinies. When last we left off, we were again having to choose what we were going to do, and our choices were we can take the Skyripper to Calaveras, who was the final authority in legendary artifacts. Maybe Renardo should speak with him over at the mountains. Or we can ignore her advice and just take the Skyripper to the secret rebel base. Now, last time we had the Iblis stone, and we used it, and we felt powerful. We then ignored any advice of the weapon and just used it to destroy. And now that we know that the Skyripper is a weapon, perhaps it would be best if we do take it to somebody who knows what they're doing. So we're going to go visit Calaveras and have him give us some good old Toad advice.
Zenobia was so frustrating. If she couldn't get you with magic, she'd get you with reason and caution and sensible arguments. Of course, Calaveras, he might not know the latest scientific theories with evidence and all. But Renardo preferred the knowledge in the old books anyway. What they said felt true. And that's what's important. You should be careful, though. She'd probably guess he'd come here. That meant she'd probably set an ambush for him.
Interesting.
Renardo landed on the island, expecting Zenobia's ambush at any moment.
Maybe she just wants to meet with us.
Oh, after all these years, she still drove him crazy. Oh, unless they were part of the ambush. The obvious reasons he was meant to see to take his mind off the ones he wouldn't see. There did seem to be a lot of ravens around here.
Maybe Zenobia just wants to meet with us. You know, she could make the first move. We made the first move last
Renardo
time.
wondered idly if people who had built these poles had really, really long tentacles.
Ugh. It is not a thought we want to have. Long tentacled fox people. That still doesn't get us all of the ore we need. We still need one more. We need 70 for the Void Sword. Alright, it's in this chest. The one last ore we need. Haha! Now the Void Sword can be ours.
Renardo wondered if it wasn't cheaper to build bridges and stairs.
Haha! Just switching it up. I use the Hero Sword a lot.
Zenobia's
I really
ambush
like the healing
never
ability.
materialized.
But the
Could she
passive fire
be
damage that the
sincere?
Fire Sword does is pretty good.
Calaveras was a great scholar. Renardo doubted even Zenobia could convince him to say something he didn't believe. And if he was working for the Empire, he'd never have told Renardo that the Skyripper in the first place. He would listen to the wise old Toad. But that didn't mean he had to agree.
Yeah, it's best to explore all of our options, you know what we're working with. It seems again that the Skyripper isn't helping us in combat anymore. See a sword door down there for the Void Sword that we don't
Renardo's
have.
paws were getting numb. Calaveras
Oh, well.
really didn't want company, did he?
Soon we will access any door we want to. And nobody will be able to tell us no. No shields.
That was awesome!
Get up. Come at me. Very satisfying. Okay, let's go see what's over here real quick. This is where we just came from, right? I don't remember. Let's take it. Well, no, it's going up. I'm glad I didn't embarrass myself by taking the same path we already had. Up is probably the best option. That's probably where we want to be going.
Why did he listen to Zenobia? She was the enemy. Of course she didn't want him to use his shiny new weapon. The thing was, though, she was appallingly honest. She wouldn't lie even to an enemy. At least she'd never lied to him. So if she said he had to see Calaveras, it probably was a good idea to see him. Ugh, it was infuriating.
Interesting train of thought there.
Coming through that door. Had it been closed before?
She would never lie even to an enemy. Doesn't seem like a very good way to conduct business. Although she never did technically lie to us, she simply concealed the truth. Oh, I've never seen one of these before. Dear Zenobia, do you remember that expedition I have sent to the depths beneath the islands? They have returned. Well, 3 ships have returned out of the 8 I sent. Of course, I mourn the losses, but the knowledge the survivors brought back is invaluable. What they have experienced is incredible. The air gradually grows denser and more turbulent until it becomes a suffocating, bone-crushing thunderstorm. But the islands keep stretching for miles below the surface, and they have roots that radiate downward far beyond sight. The islands are alive. This is the proof I was looking for. The thick air of the depths keeps them afloat, and in the depths they find their sustenance. Do they have a conscience? Are they aware of our existence? Or are we merely parasites that they ignore or tolerate? I must prepare another expedition. This time I will go myself. I need to see this wondrous world of the endless deep sky. I hope you will visit me before I leave. I would like to hear more about that new friend of yours, Renardo, with love, Father. Oh, this is from Zenobia's father. Interesting, and it seems like it was before he went crazy. Okay, we don't have anything to say about that. But maybe that expedition is what led to his madness.
It was definitely easier to fight inanimate objects.
That's a really interesting... We've never seen anything like that before. Oh, our Sky Ripper is helping us. I had said before that it wasn't, but I guess it is shooting the bad guys a little bit.
If only it's some way to break the ice. Or convince it he was a friend.
We could always ask it how much a polar bear weighs. That's enough to break the ice. Yes, a new gem, physical resistance. And elemental resistance. Nice. So next time we have the chance, we'll socket those. And then we'll have all 3 sockets filled with gems. Physical resistance will be good, elemental resistance will be okay, I guess. I mean, the only ones that do fire damage, I think, are the Warlock Ravens, but... Unless the floating eyeball guys do elemental. I think we'll take this so that we can get the dash through shielded enemies. Ah, and here's our good toad friend.
Calaveras examined the Sky Ripper eagerly. How often does a new relic surface? He brushed off Zenobia's warning. Oh, what do sorceresses know about physics? However, he did know a few ways to make the weapon even more precise and more powerful. and quickly went off to tinker. Soon the Skyripper no longer whined, but thrummed like a hummingbird taking off. It was ready for war. And so, Bernardo thanked Calaveras and took the legendary weapon to the final battle. But where were the other rebel ships? Had something happened? He could defeat the Imperial fleet with a Skyripper, but he couldn't govern.
I have an
He was
idea
not
of what
cut
happened.
out to be Emperor, and he'd no desire to be one.
I have a pretty strong feeling that because we didn't go to the rebel base, Lapino had led the Ravens there. Maybe Zenobia even knew about it and had sent us off to Calaveras to distract us. But I have a pretty good feeling that's why we're not going to see any more rebels. So I wonder...
There were a few rebel ships here and there, but there was no organization to the battle. Where was the Council flagship? Something had gone terribly wrong. But he had the Skyripper, and the Ravens had nowhere they could hide.
Yeah, I've got a pretty strong feeling that it's Lapino who had done
From the
that.
mystical east could make time itself slow for you.
Increases movement and attack speed. That should be good. Haha! We can finally take out the void doors. You will no longer stand between me and treasure.
Had that door been opened before?
I feel like the void doors are the most common door, but it took us the longest to get the proper sword for it. Physical resistance too, that's good. We'll just take less damage. Seems we've missed our boat. Hopefully another one comes by. This is strange. Everything is in slow motion. This has never happened before.
That was always a rush.
The slow motion thing is always a rush, because that was really weird.
The council speaker was on the deck, bleeding. Why was she even here? They found our base, she croaked. The council,
We were right.
all dead. We must surrender. No, we could still win this, said Renato. I have the Skyripper. He would be a real hero and save the day, even when all appeared to be lost. You're a good boy, said the speaker. And then she died.
Another friend lost to the evil of the Empire. Is something that a hero would say, I'd imagine. I am still cautious that having this will corrupt us after the last ending we got, but hopefully we will have a good heart and not use it for evil.
Smells burnt fur. Yes.
Oh, wow. We are a...
No wonder his mother had told him to eat his fruit.
We are an inch from death. All of those enemies decided they wanted to blow up all at the same time. The issue there was the Skyripper was hitting them while I was hitting them, so they were just blowing up and I didn't have a chance to get out of the way. Yeah. Yeah. I went to go hit them at the same time the Sky Ripper did, and they just blew up while I was there. So this time we'll just ignore them. Get out. There we go. Gain back our health with our sword.
Welcome to Earth. Renato told the corpses. It was something he'd seen in a play once.
That was not the smartest of me. But it's okay, 18 health is still alive. And we're nearing the end of the area, I imagine. Okay, can't go that way.
This was much easier than free climbing.
What just happened? Yeah, the Sky Ripper is not an advantage when fighting the guys that blow up. Because he hits them and then I run into them unwillingly. It'd be interesting if I could direct. All right, get out of there. Thank you. Okay, that was much better. And we got a level up. That's good. There he is, the evil Toad.
He fired
Emperor
the Sky
Toad
Ripper.
Man.
With a tremendous whoosh, the Emperor's flagship went up in flames. And for good measure, he played the beam around it, setting all the other nearby Imperial ships on fire too. And he watched them burn. The few remaining rebels gave a cheer,
Uh-oh.
and then they stopped cheering. There was a hole in the air. A blackness, like a tear in a parchment. Wind was blowing into it, widening it. It grew larger. Crates were falling off ship decks, upwards into the
I guess
hole.
that's why they call it the Sky
And
Ripper.
the world itself seemed bent, like the reflection on a curved mirror as it poured into the ravenous hole. He guessed that somewhere behind that ever-widening hole were gods that had long been exiled. But it didn't really matter. Time was done for here, and soon it was.
I feel like we
And
haven't gotten a good
just like
ending
that,
again.
He was alive.
Or we haven't
again,
gotten a good ending at
and
all.
back on the Farfarer, still fleeing burning Ubar. The book was still open before him. So, the book was a portal. It took you to the future, when your destinies would branch. He had failed and died 3 times, but he'd learned another true thing. The core was powerful, but dangerous if used improperly.
Okay, we haven't gotten any of these storylines, which I'm assuming coincide with Zenobia, which is the 4th truth that will unlock something. But that's the end of the episode today, guys. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, go ahead and hit the like button and let me know that you did. And if you really liked it, you can subscribe, and that'll let me know that you like this sort of content. If you have any ideas of games you'd like to see played and content you'd like to see on the channel, leave a comment below and we can grow the channel together. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. Until next time.